Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the AudaSEWtea podcast. I am one of your hosts, the ever tired, ever
For
over it, over life. Not really. Life is good.
work life.
Just y'all pray. But I'm one of y'all hosts, y'all, Julian of Julian Creates. And who am I talking with today?
Um, Also the ever tired. I just feel like I cannot kick this cough. Aaronica, right?
Did you try what was it? The Mullinan and the bee
I'm
pollen?
taking the plane, yeah. And I feel like every time I take it, like it does loosen up. But
Hmm.
of course, my husband is like, I think you need to go to the doctor. And I'm like, in what time? And my car is currently in the shop. So I'm like, also in what car?
But also, we're gonna say thank you, Jesus, that cars can go to the shop and get paid for. Praise the
It's
Lord.
facts. We're gonna give glory to God that we can do that.
Amen. Because wouldn't I be riding around looking like, well, I got a new sewing machine.
Now I got a new sewing machine.
The back wheel might fall off on the highway at 60.
Mm.
But my sewing machine just works so smooth.
Sewing
No,
machine is giving flawless stitches.
y'all,
Let
I'm
me
not
skip
I'm not that
here
reckless. Y'all better know I'm playing. I ain't that reckless.
right before we get the comments.
Right. I'm a little wreck, but I'm not reckless.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Catch.
Order. In that order.
Um, but yes, how are you today?
I am, you know what? Honestly, I'm good. Like I went and I had a checkup at my plastic surgeon, of course, to check on my boobs.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very minor scare a couple of weeks ago. And sorry,
Mm-hmm.
very not understanding. But I had a little minor scare a couple weeks ago because, I have HS, which is an autoinflammatory disease, and I have been under a lot of stress, and I have been eating dairy, and I have been doing eating the things that cause inflammation in my body. And so I want to say that they're just cysts in my breast area, but just to make sure that I have to go and get an ultrasound done just to make sure that they are just cysts and nothing more. So, I'm not alarmed. But then
Mm-hmm.
when I like said it out loud to somebody else, my husband, I became alarmed because then he started asking questions and he was like, well, what else would they find? And I'm like, what else do you think they would find? But I'm not trying to go down that route because you know what I mean?
Right.
Not,
But
yeah,
I mean, but also you know your body, you know how your body reacts to stress
right.
and to dairy.
Yeah.
So that's the focus that we're gonna focus on because that's what we know.
Exactly. But outside of that, I think it's been a really good day. My daughter left her lunch at home. So I dropped her lunch off and then I went and I sat at a restaurant and I knocked out a whole bunch of admin work,
Come
a
on,
bunch of
Ashley.
things I needed to get done for Atlanta Frogtails. So I'm feeling really good about all of that work that I did get done. And yeah, so it's not a bad day, but it's a tiring day.
Look, because these days, I tell you, with work, with life right now, I don't know. Like, I really do need to pay attention to the stars, the moon, the sky, all the things, because I can't. Like, I've been introspective today, trying to figure out the feelings.
Mm,
Yeah, just trying to figure out the feelings because I'm not like I'm cool. I'm cool. We
yeah,
good. But I
yeah.
got feelings and I'm trying to figure them out.
Mm,
And I don't know what they are about. So I can't like pinpoint it.
yeah. That's always really hard, especially because I know I don't like to feel in that influx position where it's
Hmm.
like I'm not happy, but I'm also not happy. Like, and I
Hmm.
don't know why, but I also don't know not why. I don't like that feeling.
Right.
The lack of certainty. I like to know I'm sad or I'm mad because of this particular thing, or I'm happy. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
so that's a hard place to be in. We are holding space for you, my dear Julian.
And I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for the opportunity to have space. But look, but someone it still brings me joy.
Hmm.
And there will always be an asshole in this world. So tell me, what asshole we got today?
So funny you should bring that up. Am I the asshole for demanding my sister-in-law replace the expensive fabric she and her children destroyed with equal fabric? So I am steaming mad about this, and everyone around me is pretending like I'm being we're not going to say it, but it starts with a C and rhymes with runt. I'll let you people decide. First, I sew my own clothes. My husband and I live in a very nice house with a huge room filled with gorgeous sunlight for my hobbies. We hosted Thanksgiving. Also, her room sounds like where I'm trying to be.
Look,
We hosted Thanksgiving. My sister-in-law and her three kids were staying with us, despite that she always treats me like shit for preferring pets over kids. On Tuesday, as I went to do some last minute shopping, my sister in law texted about a tablecloth for her kids to put down while they did Christmas ornaments. I walked her through the closet with very clearly marked tablecloths. This lady also sounds like I'm not going to say she's OCD, but she sounds organized.
oh,
I
yes, she
got home
does.
3 hours later and checked in on everyone. When I went into the hobby room where everyone was gathered, I saw it. She pulled my effing Atelier brunette fabric from the closet marked fabric. This particular style was discontinued 7 years ago, but I snagged it for $25 a yard. I had 6 yards. Let me note that fabric is expensive, and I've always sourced from thrift stores, deep clearance, etc. So this was a gift to myself. Listen, $25 a yard, that is a gift. That is exactly what that is the hashtag treat yourself.
And Atelier brunette fabric is not cheap.
That $25 a yard
It's not
was an
cheap.
excellent sale.
Yes. Yes.
I effing screamed, "What the hell are you doing?" and ran to the table. She looked alarmed and acted like she had no idea what she'd done. Her effing kids spilled all kinds of paint all over the fabric. I told everyone to stop, put down the crafts, and get out. After I cried over that fabric and tried my best to salvage it, I demanded she replace it, and she said, "How?" She argued she had no way of knowing that ugly A fabric was for something other than a tablecloth because it didn't look like anything anyone would ever wear. Seriously. I said I expected 6 yards. I love that because she was like, "I'm not arguing with you." Black Friday, she and the girls handed me a Joanne fabric bag. They handed me 6 yards of an absolutely hideous keepsake calico fabric, typically
Nope.
$9.99 a yard, but on sale for $3.99 this weekend. I
Nope.
asked her if she was being serious, and she said, "Yes, here's 6 yards of some ugly ass fabric." I deadpanned, "Get the F out of my house now." And she got very angry and started arguing with me that it's not her fault that I have expensive taste. I told her to leave now and not come back unless she has equal quality fabric bags. Of course, I'm being told what an awfully evil person I am because I wouldn't graciously accept her insult of shit quality quilting cotton. For those that don't know fabric, it was like presenting someone with a 2001 Honda Civic after crashing their 2020 Maserati.
Look,
So
see,
there are two updates. Oh, I'm lying. There's three updates. For update one, to be very clear, sister-in-law had to go far out of her way from where I directed her to grab the fabric. It was not even kept in the same room, let alone the same closet, as the tablecloths were clearly marked. There was no reason for her to be in the fabric closet. This was not an honest mistake by any stretch of the phrase. When we were on the phone, I directed her specifically to the linen closet. She had to deliberately go out of her way to grab the fabric. Second update. The linen closet is next to the bathrooms where I directed her. Each shelf is labeled with what they are for: towels, guest towels, bed, guest bed, etc. I said, "You see the shelf marked tablecloths. There's one with paint on it. You can use that." The fabric closet is in the master bedroom, not the craft room even, and each larger cut of fabric is kept inside of a plastic tub, oftentimes in a vacuum sealed bag, labeled with yardage, manufacturer, and fiber content. Okay,
can I
organization.
be her?
Organization.
Jesus.
Third update. Several people seem to have personal issue with my writing style, use of gaps, explanation of my very large hobby room, etc. These aren't part of the issue, but seem to really upset some of you. I find that interesting and wonder if it would be the same if it was a man describing his video game dungeon and battle station. I take a lot of pride in coming from a working class background and have a room dedicated to my hobbies. I hope you all get to enjoy a space of your own eventually as well.
Yes, honey. Live.
First of all, ma'am, teach me how to organize.
But
Forget condo.
also
I'm trying to get this.
the way Juju would have came out, would have snatched up an iPad and threw it at the wall. We even.
I wouldn't even throw it at the wall. I definitely would have taken that and sold that shit off to go buy my new fabric.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I done not see. I would have lost reason and would have got it in blood. Y'all understand me? Fuck with my shit and watch what happened.
Yeah,
Help me, Jesus. Ooh, that took me somewhere.
it clearly did. It was
But
in your face. So, is
you,
she the asshole
honey, you would never be in my house again,
ever,
ever in life. And
ever?
if I'm ever in your house, ever,
I'm destroying something.
oh yeah, no, yeah. Every time I come, it's tenfold on site.
Yeah.
hmm hmm
Wow.
But the fact that you had to, the fabric, can't we just talk about how she don't even keep the good fabric in the fabric room?
She said my fabric closet is not even in the hobby room itself. You had
It's
to go
in the
into you
master.
had to go into my room.
Had to go into the bins. Had to
And
go
I
in
didn't even
from the
tell you to do
bins
all that.
into the vacuum sealed bags to get this.
That was intentional. Also, let's start with this. First of all, if you don't treat me well, you're not allowed in my home.
I wouldn't be eating none of my food at Thanksgiving. Miralax is wonderful in chocolate.
Listen, let me tell you something. She had me at, she treats me like shit anyway. No, not in my house.
Shout.
Not
Mm-mm.
my
And if my husband got an issue with it, he better be buying the fabric too. I better be getting multiple yards.
Listen, first of all, let me see something. Denver G. Cole would already know. Let me go ahead and step in and handle this because the way that Robin would come out, well, I like that cup. Robin would
Yep.
come out. Yes, get your water in, boo. Get your water in. Um, mm-mm.
Well, see, and I had to hydrate because if especially if my partner said that I'm overreacting, everything would dry up.
Everything.
You will see nothing. You will
Nothing.
get nothing.
Nothing. Mm-mm. And also, I actually have a lot of respect for how she wrote it because
No, it was wonderful. It was honest, and she was advocating for herself as she should.
as she should, because you know what I'm tired of, and I say this as a married person. Um, I get so tired of women feeling like they have to bend over backward for their in-laws to impress them.
That part.
I'm so tired of that. Like I'm tired of that. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't have like I didn't marry into like that type of family where I feel like my in-laws are questionable. I didn't. Like in fact, my husband and I were talking about this last night and I was like, your parents do not do any of the shit that like makes you wonder how you made it to where you are today. Right? Like they're amazing with our kids. Like they let them be children. There's no fussing, no fighting. I never get any phone calls like when they're with them, nothing, right?
Wonder what that's like in life. Because
I
my
wonder
parents,
what, okay. But I'm just like, even like when they do those, and I don't know if you've read them, right? Because like you aren't pregnant and like you don't have someone who's pregnant.
right?
Like it'll be like, am I the asshole because I don't want like my mother-in-law in the room with me when I'm giving birth and she says she has
Why
a
you want to be all up in my puss?
first
The
of all,
puss that I let your son annihilate
and then they'll be like, but your mom is allowed in. I came out of
out
her womb,
of hers.
came out of hers. She's already seen mine because she changed my butt. She kept
Right.
me for years, right? It's different. But then it'll be like, oh, but then my husband wants her to be in there. She should be outside the room. That's where she should be.
Yes.
And here's the thing, when I got a husband, my mother was not even in the room anymore. Because for what? You with them other kids. Like, hold them. You know what I'm saying? I digress. I digress. But no, I have 100% respect for her. And honestly, I'm looking at Reddit kind of crazy that they would even say anything about
How she
about how
living?
she wrote because we've been on Craft Snark and
Child, look.
Eva was her name.
Let me breathe. before I say something all 17 times out of pocket. Woosah. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm back. Because, yeah, cry smart. But also, I think I think sadly, evil jealousy on people is
Mhm.
just not their shade. That color green is not your shade to be that envious that you mad at this woman for having a room for this. It also sounds like the sister-in-law was upset because she's living a life that she would never be able to have because she decided to have kids. Here's another thing. Why you up here making Christmas ornaments at my house for Thanksgiving? Do that at your house with your kids on your time. Don't be bringing that to my house.
Yeah. And I get it. I'm crafty. No. Mm-mm.
You got, and I mean, and also do it in the kitchen. Like y'all should not be. You couldn't get some trash bags.
You couldn't get a plastic, like, first of
Go
all,
to
we
the
have
dollar store.
plastic, those, the old party,
Mm-hmm.
the old tablecloths from a party. Listen, we keep those on hand. Why? Because mommy is crafty. We gonna do some painting projects. We're gonna decorate some stuff, but we're gonna keep the same plastic tablecloth for that.
Because I
And you
can't.
think, like, when you find a beautiful fabric that you fall in love with and you were saving it for the right project, right? And then they don't make it anymore. So, like, if something happens, right, you can't just go and be like, oh, I'm gonna get some more. Also, you don't do that with $25 a yard fabric, even if that was just like the discounted price, right?
Yes.
Like, and you remember when we were in mood, we were like, how many dollars is this per yard? Because what's my budget?
Right. Look, and we
Let's
was
go to
looking
the sales section.
close.
Let's go to the sales section. You know, and I'm just like the notion, yeah, that's bananas to me. Bananas and pajamas. There's no way that somebody would tell me that I'm overreacting over some shit that I paid for.
Hot ass mess.
Hot
Hot
mess.
ass mess.
And I love me some sneakers. Her fabric costs more than any pair of sneakers that I have in here.
Yes. I mean, that was going to be a beautiful suit. That's what that was about to be.
Yeah. And
Because,
just because her sister-in-law don't have fucking taste and call that fabric ugly. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Calico fabric, go ahead on. Go ahead on.
Child. Mm-mm. 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 And
Yeah.
don't. Ooh, child. My pressure. My pressure. I can't.
I'm like, yeah, I've heard what I needed to hear. It's gonna be a not the asshole for me.
Absolutely not.
It's gonna be a
Absolutely not.
cancel
And
that.
don't expect Christmas from me. Don't expect shit else from me. Don't expect to ever have an invite to my house again.
Okay, because I'm gonna pull up like Mariah Carey. I don't know her.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't know her.
Mm-mm.
I don't know her. Look
And
on
I
this.
just can't.
Yeah. I
You better
simply
be
can't.
out here sectioning your hair, give yourself a old school bag. You just need a roller in it.
A bang.
Mm-hmm. It's a good old thick one. You just need a roller right there in the front. Look like Crooklyn when they went over to the Oz house. Oh, my lady. My bad.
Oh my God. But it's true.
It just need
That's
that
what
good
happens
roller
when
in
I
it.
stretch my curls out is I can't keep my hands out of my hair. Yeah.
But y'all, so yeah, we passed that. And you know what? One of the great things right now is that we are going into the spring season. The spring equinox, what is it, 21st?
20th.
Okay. I
And
knew it was
today
coming.
is technically the first day of spring because of leap year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. It
So
don't feel like it here. It feel cold, but
no,
you know.
it feels like winter was like, but one more thing before I go out.
Right, right. It's showing up giving one of them old school country goodbyes. Um,
Hmm. We
but
need we need an Irish goodbye.
it is time to start thinking about just I'm feeling hoochie daddy season on the horizon,
And them legs need to be seen.
and with that comes hoochie daddy sewing
Hmm.
for me at least for
I love
me.
it. I love it.
But yeah, it is definitely time to start spring planning. So what are you planning to infuse your wardrobe with this spring?
So, it's funny you should ask. I was thinking about this. My most recent YouTube video, of course, was talking about spring trends.
Hmm.
And of course the new pattern releases and stuff like that. A couple of the spring trends are aligned with my aesthetic. One of them being, of course, um working with of course, like, translucent, like
Come on.
a little bit of mesh, a little bit of lace, which is something that I love anyway. Also coming back, or I don't feel like it's ever fully left, but dramatic sleeves and like lots of like kind of like ruffles, but very feminine detail,
Hmm.
which I feel like I'm in my embracing that detail. And then there's of course the athletic core that is becoming very big now. So we're looking at the polo shirts with the tennis skirts and that sort of thing. So trying to navigate that in, like, I my aesthetic is very much so the rich auntie plus high school art teacher aesthetic.
Hmm.
And I have honestly really been loving the layered looks that I've been creating. And so I want to definitely keep doing that. One of the big things that I did see as I was doing a Pinterest search, of course, was that accordion like pleated fabric that I was working with, and I made my
Please
joggers
say.
out of them.
Hmm.
Which
The please say. Please
yeah,
say.
yes. I have seen so many pairs of pants being made out of them. And I'm like, one, shout out to me for being on trend, right?
Love.
But two, I'm like, why do I feel completely enabled to go out and find more?
As you should. Now, that is actually one thing I do want to try is please say.
Spell
Because it's
please say
so,
for me.
child, you asking too much now. Plesse. Please say something like that. Y'all better not come for me in my spelling. I'm telling y'all that right now.
I think it's ISSE.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Issey Miyake did that. Has been doing that for so that's been on trend for probably the past few seasons. He brought that back. And I definitely have been thinking about doing it. I have been seeing it in different iterations. I have
Yeah.
not found the fabric yet. Right now my biggest thing is I'm still, I love vintage. And now I want to bring a little hooch to my vintage. A little hooch. So
Little
definitely.
the vintage subscribed. Yes.
So definitely also translucent lace. Lace is really where I am feeling it lately. And so especially like my taking some of my patterns that have the aesthetic I want, and how can
Mhm.
I add like just change it up. So like my first pattern with Nomi, the shirt is that like button up that is knit, but long sleeve. I've made it into a short sleeve. I'm going to make it into that again, do it in lace. So if you've seen it before, I've done one in lace before, in a
Mhm.
rainbow lace,
Yeah.
that I bought from Turkey. And so I went
That's
to
what
the
you
same.
wore for Beyonce, right?
No, so this was around the same time I made my Beyonce
Okay.
outfit. But yeah, it's on my timeline. I do plan to make that again. I did buy some more fabric from the same Turkey seller on Etsy. So it's going to be a mix of um like Missoni and lace and stuff like that. It's giving me what I want. I'm excited for that. I'm waiting for the fabric to come. But then also looking at other like lace factors and stuff like that. My current spring pattern, Know Me 2079, it's a double-breasted shirt, chest out, little chesticles is all out. So
Check
how can I
out.
do more of that? Um, can I like I'm even thinking about taking that shirt and changing the placement of the buttons so that I can have it more open? Because we're trying to snag something.
Listen, give the people what they want, okay? Give the people what they want. What
Look,
else
fuck
would
the
they take?
people. It's I'm giving myself what I want out of me,
You are the people.
out of me. So doing some of that is kind of what I'm thinking of, but um also I still need the basics
Hmm.
because the basics that I had don't fit like they should no more.
Right?
So we are having to redo basics, like polos, all of those different types of things I need. So
Yeah.
we'll be replenishing.
That's fantastic. You know what color is really big this season, which I was actually a little bit surprised about, is burgundy.
Hmm.
Burgundy is big, like the white blowy dresses, very
Mhm.
big for women. And you know what else? Black on black, like having these monochromatic looks. But I'm just these people, they don't see that like I'm like, y'all not hot and it's black?
I, 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 my mental can't take it. I need color, and I need all the bright colors.
Yeah.
That's where like mentally, that's where I'm at right now. Like, don't bring me no bad news. It's color or nothing. You know, that is
Yeah.
where that's what I'm feeling. Going into this season. And and I think I'm okay with that. Um, but I'm always about color. So, but also I think, I am taking inspiration from Beyonce with Cowboy Carter coming out
Mhm,
at the end of the
mhm.
month. So Black Soul Network is gearing up for Western themed wear even starting next week. So I think from bags to Sunday service, we doing a vest. Like so either denim or leather, like those type of things going into the season. So more like Western inspired shirts are fun. So I just not too long I made one. It's a vintage simplicity pattern that I
I
used.
love it.
And it's given very much, it's from 92. It's given very much 92. Very much 92.
I'm
Um,
actually, so I love, and if you guys have not seen the shirt that he did, one, he did fantastic, fan fucking tastic pattern matching with these
Technically not pattern matching, but fussy cutting. Because
fussy cutting.
I made sure they did not match on purpose.
Listen, it was epic. I was like, there he go. There he go. I was like, because could never be me.
It
Couldn't it?
was that is like, when you know the rules of how to make things work and you know how your fabric lays out, you can play
And
with
you did
it.
that. You did that. Um, yeah, I was very proud of that.
And I
I
don't do piping that often, so that was fun, but the next one will probably be more epic and more detailed and stuff like that. So, um
Latin.
yeah. And it will probably be made out of Ankara. Which
Yes.
Ankara I'm picking, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I have some different options to choose from, um, which I guess I'll be deciding in the next day or two because we're making that next week,
Okay.
as part of Black Soil Network. So they'll be seeing me in the process of at least working on it because it probably could not be made in a live.
Okay.
So yeah.
I love where you're going with this. I love where you're going. I feel like it's definitely seasonal, but also staying true to what you are doing in like your aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to focus on not buying more fabrics. It's funny because like I was getting ready to sit here and make a list of just kind of like all of the things I wanted to make with the fabrics that I have. Like I shared on YouTube that I'd gotten in like an order for melanated fabrics from
Mm-hmm.
their going out of business sale. Those fabrics came in. I have pre-washed them. I have folded them. They're ready to be cut and made into something fantastic. And then, of course, we have our spring patterns that have dropped, but then we were also working on those summer patterns. And I really feel like I say this about every pattern that drops. I'm like, oh, this is my favorite pattern. But I will say that like my summer pattern is a lot of fun. It's definitely something that I see myself wearing. One of the other big trends, and I actually would like to see you in this, is utility suits.
That is something. That is something. Like,
I'm gonna
explain what you mean.
so think about like I could see you doing like a more fitted version or a more tailored version of like Norris's utility suit.
Oh,
And
like a boiler suit. Okay.
yeah, kind of like how, what is it, the Blanca flight suit from Closet Core,
Mm.
right? So I think I'm actually going to remake mine from that. Like I have the one that I did in that linen. But now
Hmm.
I'm like, I want another one because those are very in. Um, and if I'm being completely honest, I do love a utility suit. Like um I really like the way that the Blanca flight suit fit. I did do like the full booty adjustment and I added some rise and stuff like that. But yeah, like I really like that, like especially in a good linen blend or like a chambray. You know I'm addicted to chambray right now. So
I mean, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed.
yeah.
I think finding the pattern that I would want to use, that would be the deciding factor. But I'm not opposed. I will say that.
I could totally see you in like an Ankara version.
Well, that's what Terrence did that one. He did an Ankara
Maybe.
version of Norris's one. Yeah. Out of it was a floral Ankara from Grace of Zesty
Uh,
Couture.
I know that was fantastic.
It was super cute, super cute. So, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I got some fabrics. I definitely also have been working to use my stash as well. Um,
Yeah.
and so we've been using it up. So I got stuff gone, but now it's like there's certain ones I want to replenish, certain things that um I'm missing. I have holes in my collection
Yeah.
now that I'm wanting to now fill.
And like I'm over here telling you what I want to see you wear, and you can definitely tell me some of the things that you'd like to see me wear. But one of the things that I would also really like to see you do is all of your basics in non-basic fabrics. So like even like you know how you have on like your white t-shirt underneath your hoodie? Like I want
Mhm.
that basic t-shirt out of a non-basic fabric.
Like what? Like a velvet or something?
Maybe not necessarily velvet because it's hot as balls
That
outside,
would be hot. That would be
summertime,
hot.
right? But like think maybe like a jersey net that is got like lots of your favorite patterns and like doing
Yep.
something up like color play or whether it's the different types of maybe like even the florals, right? But like taking all of your basics and turning them into non-basic basics.
I'm not opposed. I'm definitely not opposed. You know me. I'm not opposed to it. It's
Like
just I
I
think
feel like with this like rediscovering Julian with Julian's like new body and celebrating all of the work that you've put in to get here. Like I want to see you in these non-basic basics and I want to see you in things that are always triggering dopamine for you.
I like that. I'm definitely trying to do more dopamine dressing
Yeah.
because it's needed. It's needed
Yeah.
on a daily basis, and maybe that's why I was just feeling blah today.
Yeah.
Even though I did wear my I did the pattern test for Friday Pattern Company, so I did the beachcomber jacket, the pants, and the shirt. I wore the shirt and the jacket today, and that's the jacket that is purple, and I have all my enamel pins on
Yeah.
it.
I saw the enamel pins.
Did I mess up one of the buttons today? Not the enamel pins, but the actual button of the jacket. I don't know how I sat on it wrong, so I need to resew on the button. Um, but yeah, that I mean that helped a bit, but like
Yeah.
things like that make me smile. So I need to do how can I infuse more of that?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think
So
that
many
that,
options.
yeah.
And as I'm up here looking at a chair full of fabric, trying to
Yeah.
think
Like
what I want to make.
happen to move to cover my overflowing basket of fabric.
Now, you got baskets, like I said, a chair.
Mm, yeah.
Hmm.
You know what my
And
thing is that like if it's put away, then I feel like I don't have fabric.
oh yeah, we forget about it. It's object permanence.
Yeah.
It's an ADHD thing. Like
Yeah.
if you see it, and if I put it away, like I can't find it. So hence we have piles of shit everywhere,
Right. I'm just
everywhere.
but even so I cleaned up my office yesterday. Um there will be a YouTube video on that as well. Because it was like my Monday reset. Because like as much as I would like to think that I can have a Sunday reset, my reality is that I can't really have a Sunday reset because like that's not a reset day for me. Like my kids got to be gone for me to reset, you know? Like you have to be up at this house. Can't be up in here interrupting me.
Look,
So I did that Monday reset and I like reorganized some things and I was like, I didn't even know I had this in here because I could not see it.
And look, so this is the crazy part. One of the patterns that I want to do for my Western wear is my folk wear pattern that I bought
Mm.
specifically for this. Can I find it?
Oh no.
And I
Also,
know,
Folklore Patterns because they're a sponsor for Atlanta Fractals. So
come
go check.
on, come on. They do have some really great patterns. Um, yes, their Western shirt pattern. If and I like I know that it's over, it's here in this space.
I mean, like you don't have the digital copy?
I don't. I bought it, I bought the hard. So I need to fix that.
I'm not here to judge, just ever so slightly.
I know. But the reason I bought the hard, well, I don't even know why I did. It was cheaper, I think. I bought a used copy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
to be
Well, that makes
honest.
come on, keep it sustainable. I love that for us.
Exactly.
I love that for us. Yes.
So yeah, I need to find my pattern, and then that will make it easier to figure out the fabrics and stuff that I want to use for this
Yeah.
shirt. That I'm excited about because it has details that I really do like. And I think I know where it's at. I think it's in this crate. I need to find it. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a fun season of sewing
Yeah.
because it needs to be. That's what I want. I need a fun season of sewing.
I want to wear more green.
Mm.
I feel like that's like very random, but that has really been heavy on my spirit lately is wearing more green. Like I was teaching a class on how to make the Pietra pants.
Uh-huh.
And one of the students came in on our second day of class and she had this beautiful like hunter green linen that she'd gotten from Core Fabrics. It
Mm.
Julian, Julian, when I tell you that the depth of this fabric, I was like, yes. And look at it. Look at it was just waiting for you to look for it.
When I said, well, I was trying to find it and I said I need to look in this bin. Literally the bin is sitting next to me. It was right there.
I'm here.
Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely have been doing more greens. I like green. Green is a nice color, and I have green glasses, and that always helps.
Yeah.
Because you know, I like to coordinate with my glasses. I realize that there are holes in my glasses wardrobe that also makes it hard for me to then like to have wear things and like I don't have a pair of like no, I do have a pair of orange glasses, but not full orange glasses or a pair of pink glasses.
You don't have a pair of pink glasses. You know what glasses that I want? I want some circular ones. So I just ordered the ones that Frank has. Did you see the ones that he
Okay.
posted? Frank,
The
you're watching.
yes, yeah, from the Wicked ones.
Yeah. So I
Uh-huh.
ordered those and I feel like I'm in my circular glasses era.
So I struggle with like every so often I get a good pair that are the right size circular for my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes they be too small. I look like a grandpa. Because then it just look like I got these little bugs over my irises and such.
Oh, that's
Um,
yeah.
but the thing is also too my in losing weight, my head lost weight too.
Hmm.
So glasses fit differently now than what they used to. Um, and like even just like the shape, like since my face is not as full, like the shape that I can go for has changed as well. So,
Right. So it's a little bit different. Yeah.
mhm. But y'all know, I mean, y'all know I got glasses for days, right?
Yes. Anyone who knows you knows this. Anyone who's ever
And
seen you has never seen you in the same like glasses twice.
I mean,
So
what did you say once, twice, all the time?
we aren't here to judge. I was just here to,
Just
be
it's
about life with you is all. You know?
I didn't ask for too much honesty, so keep it
Ooh,
cute.
ooh. He said, try Jesus, don't try me. Okay. Wow. Can you please send me a picture of this so that anytime that my husband tries to tell me I have too many pairs of glasses, I can be like, absolutely not. You don't see this. Okay.
And yeah, and do I have three more pair coming that I ordered today?
But here's the thing, like when they have them on sale, it's only right.
I
Especially
mean,
like your prescription isn't changing. Why not?
And it has not changed in 2 years.
Mine hasn't changed in 14 years.
Oh wow, that's good.
The last time that I had a change was before I was pregnant with Kalima.
That's a blessing. See, and even then, like they're small changes. Um, but yeah, I realized that like I've been leaning heavy on yellow glasses. But I also have a lot of red ones. So I need to now fill in gaps.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
I don't think the glasses I just ordered fill in any gaps. One is a pair of gray ones with wood handles. Another
Oh,
one
that's
is a pair of rainbow ones. Because y'all know you can never have too many rainbow
yeah.
glasses. And then another one is tortoiseshell and gold. So
That sounds really good. I like that.
I'm excited about those. This is a
Yeah,
different company that I have not shopped at before. But I liked what they had. And I mean, for the three pair, with prescription, they had a 30% off sale. So it came up to like 89 for three.
that's
Hmm.
really good. That's
But then
really good.
where like just had a sale, they were had any three with any of your like lenses and stuff like that, three for 129.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we like these prices.
Hmm. This hence why I have so many glasses. And then you use an HSA account, and it's like
And it's nothing.
like yes,
Yeah,
it's millennial math. Like if it came out of HSA, it's not my money. It's free.
right.
That's how I feel.
It is free. That's what it
That's how
sounds like to me.
that is how I feel until I saw how much I got to pay for my therapy with my insurance because insurance a racket in this country. So and also as we talk about this country and the hellscape that it is, make sure you follow us on all platforms outside of TikTok just in case.
Just in case. But you know
Just
what? Here's the thing. TikTok has been going out for like I was sending out email to my email list like last year talking about this as well.
but
Um,
they have not gotten this far before.
right, but that does, of course, beg the question of do you think like what do you think is going to happen?
So I think they got what they wanted out of it, which was a news distraction from other issues around the world. I'll be
Mm,
real honest. I
okay.
think because it just does not make sense that there was such a bipartisan concerted effort for this right now. Because
Yeah.
and it can't last too long because it's also an election year. So
Right.
it would be horrible to actually get rid of it. But it is enough it was enough of the distraction. You hear so much of the ceasefires, Gaza, all the other things that people normally talk about because people started talking about losing TikTok. And I think that was the intent.
Okay.
That's my thought process. This might be a full conspiracy, but that's what I think.
But you know what? That is so insightful, right? Because I don't know if wasn't even thinking about it in those terms, you know?
Hmm.
Very
Because
interesting.
it cannot be like I'm wondering if it will actually come to the Senate floor. If the Senate was smart, they would not bring it before the election. This really cannot be brought. It's too close to, like either it needs to be done now before full swing election, so out of the primary but full swing election, or it has to wait because literally is what this would then be about. And as we also seen from the one Jeff Johnson or whoever he is, who basically lost 100,000 followers within 24 hours because he has been so for TikTok had 2.5 million followers in the House of Representatives talk because he goes on TikTok talking about what's going on and then he
Yeah.
votes for this bill and
Wow.
started losing. And then he tried to make an explanation video saying, well, I know more and I know best type of thing. And that went even worse. So he deleted that video and came back with a I'm sorry video type of stuff. But I'm like, no, the damage is done. And then people start digging in and seeing where you're getting contributions from. It doesn't work. So I think that for it's it's bad. It's bad when Marjorie Taylor Greene and Trump are saying that we shouldn't get rid of it. But also too, Breitbart is owned, I think it was it 20 to 40% by the richest man in is it Philadelphia? Is it Kansas? It's Idaho, Iowa, one of them places.
Mhm.
Richest man, one of the richest man in one of the states. With 20% then being owned by the actual employees of TikTok, and then the other 40% or something like that being held by two Singaporean investors. And I think that is the issue. Now, is it part of China? Like China is related. I don't know how. I don't get it. But all I do know is that
Byte,
as you up here, huh?
byte,
Huh? Oh, what?
byte, BYTE. They're based in China.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Um, But as like the Surgeon General and stuff like that has been talking about social isolation and fighting against that for all ages. Um, and like as it is an epidemic of loneliness and social isolation. This was a tool that people had that they could use that was not as censored. People learned a lot of things. Hell, again, the reason that I am down about 70 pounds is because of things I learned off of TikTok.
Hmm.
I
I used to
TikTok
live
has helped a
down
lot of things.
70 pounds.
So, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you can't find the same information on other platforms.
Right.
Um, I don't look at news. I can go to TikTok for that. You know that
Yeah.
US like you know it's something when that now ABC and all the other news stations have live feeds on TikTok.
Mm,
People have been able to start full businesses from TikTok and TikTok Shop.
it's true. People have been retiring, quitting their jobs,
And they're losing the workforce that they need, even though they don't want to pay the workforce that they
even
got.
though they don't want to pay the workforce.
And you up here making laws about trying to make sure that kids can now work without the same rules that have been used to protect kids for generations. As I'm up here listening at like I think it's Kentucky and Florida up here have basically made it that kids can work manual labor jobs and work 12 hours after school.
Which is actually illegal.
Hence, they're trying to make it not.
That is so wild to me.
And
Kalima
then
is,
they would not be able to actually, and they would not able to be in the union because you have to usually be over 18 to be in the union. But they're trying to make sure that 16, 17-year-olds can basically work manual labor jobs of construction.
this is so absurd to me. Oh my goodness.
Dystopian hellscape is where we at.
Wow.
That has been the language I've used for so much lately is just hellscape. Everything's a hellscape. Even though it's not. And I know there's a blessing in it. And I know we got to fight through it. And I know we got to push. And to understand good, you have to have the dichotomy of the bad to fully
Yeah.
understand good. I
Right.
get that. Oh, but Juju trying to come out and we're ready to mollywop. I'm ready to come out swinging windmills.
This is a lot to be thinking about, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Hmm. But yeah, my bad. Back to happy, Julian. Back to happy, y'all. Happy.
Okay,
Big
Julie.
fabric. I don't know.
So now it's your turn. What things would you want to see me wear in this spring?
Mm. I definitely want to see you in more like flowy dresses. Like so I like your similar like to your spring pattern and stuff like that with the jumpsuit and stuff like that. I can see that in like some really pretty linens and lace. Um more lyocell. I want some lyocels from you. Something floaty and drapey, slinky, like a
Okay.
lyocell slip dress. I can see it.
I do love it. I am into slip dresses. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I like that.
Hmm. I like that. I think that's what you should go for. Because it's effortless. You can layer with it. I can see some chunky cardigans or like some dusters and stuff over top.
Yeah.
You can go with your aesthetic, especially get like a beautiful chartreuse, get a like a acid green, and then like you got to get some like white and like get some lace like some white forces or some Air Max with some like green laces and like you can change the laces up.
Ooh, okay.
And especially if you get the real chunky laces that they've been
I like
doing
the
now, they
ribbon
look like
laces.
rope. Yeah,
Ooh, or the rope. I like that too.
yeah,
Okay.
the rope laces.
Okay.
So stuff like that. Yes, that's what I want from you.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I like that.
As I, as I just remembered that I have some fabric, it is that hell, it might be for frocktails. It is a pink suiting. It's like a dusky pink suiting, um,
Oh,
with a nice texture. I got it from Zeloof, and I never made anything with it. Huh?
they just reached out to me.
All right. Um, yeah. So y'all might be seeing that in a
Yeah,
nice wide leg upper, like my 2018 trousers, wide leg, high waist with a matching vest
listen,
and a
I
shirt.
still love looking at your photo shoot that you did because I was thinking about that. I was that like lives rent free in my head. I was thinking about it as I was driving today, and I was like, man, that vest and those pants that Julian made, they just looked so good. I was like, that just outfit was just so fire. And then the capturing of you like whipping your hair, I was like, wow. Yeah. And I
What's
was
funny
driving
is I'm wearing that to work tomorrow because we have a board meeting. So I feel like I
with
have
these
to
lashes
present.
I have on
So,
now.
huh? No, no, I have other ones. Hold
I
on.
just feel like you when I grow up.
Child, look.
That's
Let
it.
me
I'm just
see.
trying to be like Julian when I grow up. That's it.
With these.
Yes, even better. Okay.
They're black and white and yellow. So
Yeah, I thought wrong. Think long, think wrong. And apparently I thought wrong.
I haven't worn those yet. So that's
No,
that's
I
it.
love those. That'll be perfect. You're gonna walk in and they're not even know how to behave.
I just need them to approve the money so I can go ahead and do my job. That's all.
I know that's right.
That's all. Just approve this
Talking about
so
I
we
can't
can do
do it
this.
so that you could approve the loan. Just approve
Yeah,
the money.
just approve my monies.
Show me the money.
That's it.
Jerry Maguire style.
That's it. That's
That's it.
it. So, what are you working on right now? So unwise.
So sewing wise, I am doing a couple of tests, but I'm working on drafting my next pattern. Which I can't decide if it's gonna be this one that's behind me, but or a woven jumpsuit. Um, that's gonna be, I don't know. And I'll probably do this one first because this one is going to be a sweetheart um style that has like a V in the front and it's gonna come in crop, peplum, dress,
Okay.
it's um but then I also have a vision for this really super cute, not quite harem pant like jumpsuit, but I was like in my head I'm like it's a halter style, right? And it's going to be perfect for the summer, so it might be closer to the summer months that I work on that one.
Hmm.
That's what I'm really working on. And then of course I'm in some tests to help my fellow designers test out things as well. So like I've got a test for Megan that I think I might cut and put together tonight. Um, because it's such a fast sew. It's going to be so cute. It's got this like it's got a crop. I mean, it has like a shelf bra, so you don't have to wear a bra with it. It's got like a low back. It's going to be very, very cute. It's a dress. I'm really trying, like, I love to sew dresses, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily like to wear dresses.
Mm.
And the only reason I don't like to wear dresses is because the way that my thighs be rubbing together. But I have 1,000 pairs of like the shorts to wear underneath.
Yeah,
But I really be like all these extra layers in this heat.
this is that. That's true. That
You
is
know what I'm
true.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So because I don't like to have a lot of fuss when I get dressed, you know what I mean? But
Right.
then I'm also thinking to myself, these are dresses that you put on and you look put together in.
Yeah.
So,
I also have some pattern tests right now. So I at least have one that I still have to do.
oh,
For
how did
board.
you like the fit of the pattern test that you did for Friday Company, the pants?
The pants worked. So I did a size medium straight. And they worked for me.
Okay.
Um, I liked that it was like elastic waist. Only
Yeah.
thing I did differently was they would have you put the elastic in through like keeping a a space in the elastic open at the bottom and putting it in that way. I don't like doing it that way. I do it through the side seam. That's it.
Okay.
Everything else I did pretty much as written and stuff like that in the instructions. I love the jacket. The jacket I think is a hit.
Okay.
That would be the biggest thing. The shirt is a bit big. So I would definitely size down on it. And I wish it had like cuffs. But
Mm,
it's a good basic shirt.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I have the Ranger jacket for Brandon that is coming out. So
Oh,
I'm doing
yes.
that. And I think I am going to do it in the matching red as the Ranger pants that I made on live.
Oh my
Um,
God, that's gonna be so fire.
so that is that. Then tomorrow, so we're talking on Tuesday. So Wednesday, me and Renee are doing a Luterlo live. So on TikTok to
Okay, what time is that?
at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we will be doing that. So I'll be drafting a vest, a Western vest that I would then make on Sunday for Sunday service.
Okay.
And let me show you the fabric that I think I might use.
I think I love this like full circle moment. I have that fabric too.
Mhm. I went and bought the last of it while I was on sale. So I have enough to make a pair of pants and a shirt or in
Okay.
the vest. So
Okay.
I think I might do a whole like denim suit, like a whole little denim set.
Why does this excite me so much?
Um, I didn't bring the vest pattern down here, but it is like a lower cut vest, which
Okay.
I think will look cute. And I'll do jean buttons on it.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. Then next week we also I would do my Western shirt. And then I'm gearing up for class. So I'll be teaching one of Suki So's bag patterns, a crossbody bag that
Okay.
is dominantly made on the serger.
Dang, you had a lot going on, Julian.
I, yeah. So my class is on the 6th, and that is with American Sewing Guild in Dayton, Ohio. So that's going to be fun and be able to tell them how to use their search. I'm going to be taking my Burnett B68 with me so that I can show them all the ways that that can be used and used in the process. Also, so we could use cover stitch and all that good stuff. Everything will be
Yeah,
done with that machine. So I do need to make a practice one of those just to make sure I'm ready and prepped to go. And yeah,
I love that. I love that so much. Speaking of Burnett, um, we're actually giving a Burnett away at Atlanta Fractales.
look at
So
that.
you get your tickets so that you can be eligible to win one of these incredible prizes. Like our door prizes are insane. So, and of course you have to have a ticket and be there to win. So make sure that you get your tickets, y'all.
Look, and I mean, then maybe as we're gearing up and coming closer, maybe we need to have a conversation about it. We could do it on the different channels because
Yeah,
we know about our Burnett's and Berninas.
yes.
We could talk about it. We can
We
talk
can
about it.
talk about it. Talk about it. Yes.
But yes, and that's the other part of spring is with spring there is so many different fractals and stuff to come to. So
Yep.
we
There's
start
Atlanta.
thinking of
There's
yeah,
South Florida's is coming up as well. I think
yep.
theirs is right before ours.
And then Chicago's in June and a few other ones as well. So
Yeah,
there are some different options. So don't just think that you got to make basics.
right.
Make what makes you happy and dopamine so too. And make
Yeah.
the fancy.
Make the fancy. Make the fancy. I think that for me, I want to, and I know that Julian always closes out with the most wonderful words, and I'm gonna let him do his thing because listen, it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's above
I,
me. It
Chad, I don't
literally
know if I got it today, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna let the Lord use me.
um as he does. But one of the things that I do want to remind you all is to sow the things that make you feel beautiful, handsome, etc., right? Don't subscribe to that notion of I can't wear this color because whatever, right? Sow the things that make you feel good when you wear them. Seriously. Like if it's hot pink, wear the hot pink. If it's green, wear the green. If it's cheetah print, wear the cheetah print. just because we've talked about what things are in season for this spring, those colors being sky blue, burgundy, black, white. If you're like, yeah, but what about insert whatever color? Wear that color. Wear the things that make you feel amazing. Sew the things that make you feel amazing. Um, because here's the thing, at the end of the day, your mental health matters, and what we wear affects our mental health. So go ahead and wear the things that really make you smile.
Absolutely. And with that also too, don't think that you always have to be practical.
Hmm.
Allow yourself to have some of that innocence that comes with impracticality that you
Yeah.
might have had as a kid. So do not think that it has to be the travel knit or something like that, because that's what you what makes you happy, because it's not just what you put on your body, but it's also the process in which you make it. And when
Yeah.
it's the process in which you make it, find the joy in the process too. So
Mhm.
choosing the materials and stuff like that that make you happy and you sew while you sew it is
Yeah.
in. So, with that, y'all, as we are headed into spring and spring is starting to bloom, make sure that it's also blooming in your creativity. Make sure that you are finding time to reignite the joy, just a youthful spirit in your body on a day-to-day basis, whatever that is, because that's what I'm about to do for myself. And with
Yeah.
that, y'all, I want y'all to stay creative, stay wonderful, stay blessed, and of course, stay audacious.
Y'all see
See
how he dug deep for that? Every
see y'all
time.
later, y'all.